watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. The Schuylkill County coroner was called to the scene of a fatal industrial accident earlier this afternoon in Klein Township. Emergency crews were called just before 1 to 90 Plant Road near McAdoo after a bucket truck collapsed at a work site, killing one person and injuring another. Construction crews were working to demolish the former cogen plant when a band holding the pair up on a cherry picker snapped, dropping from approximately 80 feet high. An LVHN medevac was flown to the scene shortly after. We'll have more on this afternoon's fatal industrial accident in Klein Township once more details are made available. A tractor-trailer collision on Interstate 80 West in Sugarloaf Township shut down traffic this morning in Luzerne County. State police say a semi heading east on I-80 around 6 this morning left the highway and drove over the grass median near the Columbia-Luzerne County line. That semi then collided head-on with another semi heading west, sending both drivers to the hospital with broken bones. That collision shut down I-80 West between mile markers 248 and 251, backing up traffic on I-80 West and Route 93 for miles. By 11 a.m., PennDOT was detouring traffic off I-80 onto Route 93 in Luzerne County. So to get back on I-80 West, motorists followed Route 93 to Route 339 and back on I-80 West at exit 339 Mainville-Mifflinville in Columbia County. According to PennDOT, the roadway was reopened around 4 this afternoon. The debate continues over ending the governor's emergency declaration. Our Julie Stefanovich has more on Wolf's response to the State House vote to end it.
Yesterday, the Wolf administration outlined the potential impact of ending the emergency declaration. It was enacted on March 6th, and on Tuesday, the General Assembly voted to end it. Wolf said that if the declaration were to end, protections would go away.
For the millions of people now receiving unemployment compensation, work search requirements and the 1-week waiting period would immediately go back into place. The PUC's moratorium on utility shutoffs would end immediately, leaving thousands of Pennsylvanians without water or electricity. The temporary eviction suspension would cease. The food distribution networks we've set up through our schools, they'd cease to exist.
According to the governor, hospitals and alternative care sites would no longer be able to add capacity or repurpose facilities without having to abide by a 60-day notice requirement. Other aspects of the health industry would also be impacted.
For everyone who has used telehealth facilitated by regulatory flexibilities during the crisis, it would end your doctor's ability to provide this service. The doctors, nurses, and other medical professionals who can practice because of licensing changes that we made during this pandemic, that would have to stop.
Wolf went on to say that the reality is we are reopening in a safe and measured way.
Meanwhile, the disaster declaration is in place. It stays in place. The choice we have is whether we prioritize safety by reopening carefully with precautions in place, or whether we just create chaos and confusion through carelessness.
The House leader said the vote on the declaration reflects the actions of millions of Pennsylvanians already back at work and making their own choices to protect themselves. Lawmakers state that the governor has no power to veto the resolution, but Wolf already vowed to do just that when it gets presented to him. The resolution is expected to head to the state Supreme Court. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Hazleton City Council approved a second reading concerning the earned income tax rate at last night's meeting. Wage taxes are part of the city's Act 47 financial recovery plan that supports both the general fund and pension plans. The ordinance would allow residential EIT to stay at 1.75%, while hiking the non-residential rate from 1.85 up to 2. A Luzerne County judge approved the city's pension to restructure the rates. The city's resident tax is expected to generate over $2.8 million and non-residential around $3.85 million. If approved, rates will go into effect from July 1st of this year through June 30th of next year. Also at last night's meeting, the City of Hazleton announced it will be holding its annual holiday fireworks display. The event will be Friday, July 3rd at City View Park. The rain date has been scheduled for Sunday, July 5th. Measures will be taken to ensure social distancing among attendees. There will be food truck vendors and entertainment for children. Mayor Jeff Gassat said there will be no limit on the number of people who can attend, since parks are allowed to be open. Hazleton area school board members have to decide on either raising taxes or letting their budget deficit grow to over $8 million. When preparing for the budget meeting on Wednesday, District Business Manager Robert Krasansky estimated the deficit at $6.3 million. He recommended raising taxes by the most allowed by law without a referendum. Otherwise, he estimates the deficit to climb nearly $2.3 million more. If the board takes Krasansky's recommendation, property tax rates would hike for Luzerne County residents by 4.4%. Although up to 62 workers might retire, the budget only replaces 16 of them so far. Board members met privately to discuss other ways to save through layoffs. The district doesn't have a plan for resuming school in the fall just yet amid the pandemic, but Superintendent Brian Uplinger formed a committee to write a health and safety plan for their students' safe return in the fall. A fatal ATV accident Sunday morning in Banks Township was ruled accidental by the Lehigh County Coroner's Office. 30-year-old Kimberly Krause of Hazleton sustained blunt force injuries and compressional asphyxia during the accident near East Main Street in Junedale. The operator of the ATV, 42-year-old Joseph Reese, faces charges of homicide by vehicle while driving under the influence, DUI, and involuntary charges, among others. He's currently locked up, unable to post his $250,000 bail. Authorities in Pottsville are investigating the death of a Schuylkill County prison inmate. Now, according to police, the inmate was taken to a local medical facility earlier this week for health reasons and later died at the hospital. The investigation is being conducted in accordance with normal protocol. Business is back and booming at Blaze Alexander. Wyln's Phil Kaufman has the story on their reopening.
Whether it's a service appointment or a brand new car, you can find it all here at Blaze Alexander dealership. We spoke with sales manager Ray Merrill of Blaze Alexander to discuss reopening.
Business has been great. Let me tell you something. We have been busier, and I'm not just saying that 'cause I'm a car guy and I'm all hyped up, but we have been day and night between internet sales and email leads. I mean, we've sold more cars this month than we have, normally because of the pent-up demand. I think people are looking to get cars. I think things probably happened in March and April where they would need to, whether it was a deer hit or a car just broke, but we have been inundated with phone calls. I just hope we get inundated with inventory. There could be a chance that all these new car supplies are going to dry up and it's going to be a crazy market lately, but we have been inundated with customers and taking care of them. Wonderful. It's been awesome.
Several other locations for this car dealership can be found throughout the area in several counties.
Hey, with the Blaze Alexander organization, we have been the only store that's been in that red zone. They went green in Montoursville, but every store right now is open, and it's been the same all around. We swap inventory constantly back and forth, and the numbers have been record-breaking. It's unbelievable, but I guess when you take care of people in a good way, the word gets spread, and as soon as the doors opened, there were lines. It was really exciting.
While Luzerne County remained in the red, this location for Blaze Alexander operated through online purchases. Now they're able to operate and accommodate whether you wish to visit them or prefer staying at home.
It's whatever you choose. If you choose to stay home, I understand there's some concerns about COVID and what's going on. Shop from home. We'll deliver the car to your house. If you feel more comfortable coming into the showroom, we sanitize constantly. We do have masks available if you don't feel comfortable yet, and it's really up to the customer, whatever they want to do. I mean, we're here for them. Come and get them while the getting's good. We have a huge selection of used cars, nice late model pre-owns. They have 0% for 84 months on some of the new models. But if you're looking for that car, don't waste any time. You could go online at blazealexander.com and you could contact us, or you could come right down to the showroom. Right here in Hazleton, we have Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. We have Mazda down there, and we got Cadillac, Buick, and GMC right here. So come see us. We're here for you.
Reporting in Hazel Township for WYLN News, I'm Philip Kaufman.
Thank you, Phil. Coming up on WYLN News, no more Confederate flags flying at NASCAR events nationwide. Plus, get your casino monies ready. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Melania, and I'm 4 years old, and today is going to be sunny house.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown Hometown Village Square. S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Looking for information on the coronavirus pandemic? Make sure it's from a reliable source. Go to WYLNTV.com and click on the Lehigh Valley Health Network banner for the real facts about the coronavirus pandemic. And watch WYLN News live at 5:30 for updates on this ongoing crisis. The source matters now more than ever. WYLN, we're your local network.
It's not uncommon to see Confederate flags flying across the country at NASCAR races. However, that'll soon be a thing of the past. NASCAR announced Wednesday evening that it'll be prohibiting fans from using the Civil War-era battle flag at any of its races or events. Pocono Raceway applauded NASCAR for its decision in a statement. Over the last few summers, Pocono Raceways requested fans to take down their Confederate flag displays over major event weekends. At this point in time, NASCAR and Pocono Raceway haven't said how they plan to enforce this new policy or if fans would face any penalties if they chose to fly them anyway. Eligible seniors living within the 116th Legislative District are encouraged to take advantage of some free, fresh produce. State Representative Tara Toohill reminds eligible seniors about the Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program, which provides $24 vouchers for produce at participating farmers markets and roadside stands. They'll come in the mail this year, so seniors can receive them without fear of the virus. 4 $6 vouchers are allowed one time per program year for each eligible senior. Those 60 and up by December 31st of this year must be either a Luzerne or Wyoming County resident and meet the program's income guidelines. Details and more can be found online at luzernecounty.org. Starting June 22nd, the Route 940 entrance to the Francis E. Walter Dam will be closed for road repairs and paving work. However, the park can still be accessed from the Bear Creek Whitehaven Road entrance. This will be a phased repair, so as work progresses, other areas of the dam project will be closed as repaired areas reopen. Gamblers get ready. 2 Pennsylvania casinos have reopened, with another following suit tomorrow. But unfortunately, Mohegan Sun Pocono in Plains Township and Mount Airy Casino Resort in Monroe County are 2 of 9 that'll stay closed, with no word on their reopenings at this time. The green-lit casinos are located in green phase western PA counties and follow virus mitigation guidelines like wearing masks, properly sanitizing, social distancing, and operating at no more than 50% capacity. Since mid-March, the temporary closures to all Commonwealth casinos have been reportedly devastating for them. Gross revenue for slots and table games dropped from $277 million in February to $120 million combined in March and 0 for April and May. Coming up on Stockton's News Choice, we talk with Hillside SPCA about their response to the pandemic in Community and You. Plus, another food giveaway. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Life is different, but it hasn't stopped. So when curiosity turns into a rash, an LVHN video visit is just a click away. No matter what you need, whether it's a phone call with a primary care provider or a specialist, or you just need advice on your health, we have a virtual care option that's right for you. And the best part? You'll always be seen by a Lehigh Valley Health Network provider. Visit lvhn.org/virtual to learn more.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information.
From the bottom of our hearts, the WYLN TV 35 family would like to say thank you to all essential workers for your service to our community and for keeping us safe.
Like many essential businesses, Hillside SPCA in Pottsville has been working tirelessly to take care of and find forever homes for animals in Schuylkill County. The shelter has rode the waves of the health crisis and continues to carry on with its mission.
Times are tough. People, I guess everyone is struggling, but we have done a newsletter and also a raffle, and people have been great about sending in what they can right now. And that is helping us to continue doing what we're doing. So they could keep with the donations, $1, $2, every little bit helps us keep going.
A special fund was set up years ago to help with the medical needs of the animals at the shelter. Donations help nurse the fur babies back to health.
Donations to Joe and Caroline's fund. That fund was started by Barbara Umloff when her children passed, and that helps us pay all the medical expenses for any animals that come in that have been neglected or have any kind of medical needs. All the money that comes in for those bills goes directly to those medical bills, and that can be, you can donate at hillsidespca.com. You can go right to Joe and Caroline's fund and put your donation right towards the medical bills for any animals that have been neglected or need any kind of medical attention.
Hillside has seen an increase of adoptions during the pandemic, and Boyd hopes that once people go back to their normal daily routines, that their new family members adjust as well.
So hopefully we won't have an increase in when people go back to work in anxiety with the pets, with the people going back to work. We're hoping that it's a smooth transition with everyone, us going yellow, everyone going back to work, that the animals will adjust well, because we have had quite an increase in adoptions.
The nonprofit shelter relies on the generosity of the community to help keep them up and running.
We're pretty good on supplies right now. The monetary donations are what we really need at the moment. We can always use blankets and dog beds. We really need a couple of wading pools for the dogs. Our wading pools broke. So if anybody can find a sweet little wading pool for the big dogs, they love those in the hot weather.
Spring is cat and kitten season, and there are programs out there to help control the feral cat population.
We do have different people that would accept feral cats at barns, farms, stuff like that. We also have a stay and neuter release program where if you want to keep your feral cats on your property, you can do that, and they get their shots and they get spayed and neutered, and it calms them down quite a bit, and you can just keep them on your property, which is the most humane thing to do, because then they're not traumatized by going to a shelter if they're feral, because a lot of the cats are wild, and it's just a very traumatic experience for them.
And speaking of cats, June is Adopt a Cat Month.
You can down and look at our kitties. If anybody comes down and they can't afford a cat, we always have different sponsorships going on, but our cats are pretty inexpensive. So if you're looking for a kitty, we have some really good kittens and cats. Come down and see us.
There are around 150 cats and 65 dogs currently in need of good homes.
They can either come to the shelter between 11 and 3, or they can look at our pets on petfinder.com and the hillsidespca.com websites, and they can apply online. They can call us and we can arrange a meeting, or they can just show up between 11 and 3, 7 days a week.
For more info, visit hillsidespca.com.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown the Hometown Village Square.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
WYLN TV 35 and the Lehigh Valley Health Network are recognizing our area's everyday heroes Thursdays on the WYLN News Facebook page. Every single person, young or old, has the potential to be an everyday hero through simple acts of courage, kindness, and love. So don't delay, spread the word, and nominate your everyday hero by sending us a picture and short message at our website or through our Facebook page at facebook.com/WYLN News. Let's shine some light on our everyday heroes.
Thanks to the Sociedad Empresarial Hispania de Hazleton, we've got another food giveaway this weekend. There's no doubt the greater Hazleton area was one of the hardest hit during the pandemic, so from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. this Saturday, June 13th, members will hold their second food giveaway in the parking lot of the Station 33 restaurant on East Diamond Avenue. Boxes of a week's worth of non-perishable foods will be distributed, along with water and milk to pre-registered families and individuals. Don't forget to practice social distancing, because all PA Department of Health Safety guidelines will be followed. We'll also be broadcasting live from Mountaintop tomorrow, June 12th, for Crestwood Area's 2020 graduation. Ceremony starts at 4 with a procession parade that'll proceed down Route 309. Students will then walk across the stage to receive their diplomas. So, once again, live this Friday, catch all the action at 4 right here on WYLN TV. And we'll be bringing Berwick Area's 2020 grad ceremony right to your screens this weekend as well. From 7 to 9 p.m. this Saturday, June 13th, witness the magic happen for yourself that you may have missed from a social distance. So, if you couldn't be with your Berwick grad for their big day, tune in this Saturday, June 13th from 7 to 9 p.m. right here on WYLN TV. And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page or WYLNTV.com, where you'll find the real facts about COVID-19 from LVHN or who's open for business. Stay with us. Look at today's weather's next, right here on WYLN TV.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER